Councilmember Dr. Miles will now talk about the Rockville Volunteer Fire Department 100th anniversary. Welcome, Dr. Miles.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. It gives me great honor to be able to read this proclamation. And in reading it, I learned a great deal about the history of the city. I'm kind of a closet history geek, so this is great. It begins as follows: whereas over 100 years ago, organized and efficient fire protection did not exist in the small village of Rockville. And as the new village grew, and with the threat of fire, the protection and safety of the citizens was always considered. And whereas the Great Fire of 1921 that burned down John Collins' East Montgomery Avenue store and his second floor home he shared with his family, and whereas George Meads, deputy sheriff in Rockville, and Mr. Herbert manned the two-wheeled fire apparatus and the woefully inadequate fire hose, a call went out to the District of Columbia for help, and the big city sent men modern equipment. And whereas the next day and for days after, the people of the town of Rockville wonder what may have happened if help had not come from the District of Columbia. Townspeople realized that they needed a much more formal fire department with modern equipment and trained men. And whereas on March 16th, 1921, at a meeting organized by Bill Burrows, local barbershop owner, 51 men gathered at the office of the Potomac Power Company to form the Rockville Volunteer Fire Company. And whereas the Rockville Volunteer Fire Company was organized with 51 men in 1921, and now the Rockville Volunteer Fire Department has a diverse complement of over 270 volunteers, supported by almost 100 Montgomery County career firefighters. Call volume has increased tremendously over the years from the 1920s, where the department responded to about 200 incidents a year, to responding to over 24,000 incidents in 2010. Now, therefore, on behalf of all of Rockville, the mayor and council, staff, residents, young and old, and friends, we do by here recognize, appreciate, and celebrate 100 years of the Rockville Volunteer Fire Department for its protection, safety, and service to Rockville and surrounding areas. Grateful community thanks you. And I also want to note that many women now work there as well. With that, I would like to move the recognition.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded, and I see both Jim Valgonis and Eric Bernard here with us to accept the recognition this evening. All those in favor, please raise your hand. It is unanimous. Thank you. And I believe Sunday, which is the 25th, 4th? Well, I think it's the 24th, will be a parade in the city of Rockville recognizing the 100th anniversary. So join us, everybody. The route, I believe, Jim and Eric will follow the traditional Memorial Day parade route, beginning at the post office and ending right up on East Montgomery and Monroe Street. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you all so much for all you do to protect the city. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. And also, after the parade at the school board lot will be a muster of over 65 fire engines, trucks, ambulances, chiefs. There'll be events for the citizens and food trucks. So join us from 12 to 4 at the school board lot.
Sounds like a great way to spend an afternoon. So thank you all so much. We'll see you there.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thanks, everybody.